it's me. Hee. Taylor Swift's in town. I'm breathing the same air as Taylor Swift. Look I got all the money to go see her tonight. Look at all this money. It's going to cost all this to go see her. She's in Foxborough. She's been for the past couple days. I feel bad for the people who had tickets last night because it was like nonstop torrential rains. I was supposed to go tonight, and I didn't want to pay the $1,400. I didn't know I was going to fall into all this cash. Did you hear about the family that paid $21,000 for tickets? He wanted his daughter to go. Because I guess people are buying tickets and it's not working out so well. Like people are scamming or they don't really have the tickets. That would have really upset me if I had to go through that. Let me go through quickly. There's a lot of stuff going on. Mother's Day, I went to see my mommy. Tried to go biking and my tire was flat after like two minutes. So I had to walk up the hill. I just got the thing checked out. Tuned up. They said everything was good. No, everything was not good. To buy a new tire. Went over to my mom's house and was lamenting about the tire. And my sister had to one-up me and said she needed another root canal. Every time I see her, she needs a root canal. How many teeth are in your mouth that you got to have another root canal? But I got my mother into Vanderpump Rules. You know, I knew it would happen. She's like, why are they all gay? I'm like, Ma, they're not gay. She thinks Tom is gay. The other Tom is gay. James is gay. They're not all gay. I don't know if you guys watched the finale. But I was physically nauseated. It was sickening. I felt sick. I really felt something. I mean, I've been watching the show for 10 years because, Tom had to admit it to Ariana that it wasn't just like sex. It wasn't just sex. I think maybe it was. How the heck do I know what's in his head? But he was kind of yelling at her. And she was like screaming at the top. It was like really upsetting to watch. But he wasn't really crying to her. He was whining like a little baby throughout the whole episode, but not really to her. But he was like complaining, we haven't been close for a long... Yes, that happens. And, I'm going through a midlife crisis. Of course. So I sleep with your best friend. That's okay. But he's like, yeah, the only time I would get off is when I watch porn in the bathroom. I don't know. It's what Sheena says. Just be a man. If you're not happy, I don't know why he bought a house with her. Okay, so break up with her. I know it's hard to make these confrontations and just say you're not feeling it anymore, but it's better than what he did. And all the Ariana fans are getting him back at his concert. They're like, you know how James called him a worm with a mustache? I ordered the shirt. It's big news. Everybody's carrying signs. You're a worm with a mustache. Because he's going to say it on the reunion this coming week. But I don't know how much more I can take. This is really... And I don't even know how they're going to go on next season. No one wants to be friends with Tom. No one wants to film with Tom. Raquel's in a mental health facility. I guess she sent Tom a letter when she was in the mental health facility. But rumors have it they are breaking up. Oh, I mean, I don't know if they slept together in a car their first time. Yeah, very romantic. I don't know. When sex is happening, I mean, it's like animals. People are like animals, Especially when you're like, you haven't had it in a while and you're like attracted to somebody. I don't know, some people like wear their relationship out until there's nothing left. And, I'm kind of like, when I see it going bad, it takes me a little while, but then I'm not buying a house with anybody. I don't get it. Now they're in the same house. How can you stand being in the same house with someone like that? I don't know how he's going to buy her out. His tour's flapping, and he already refinanced. I mean, they just bought the house in 2019. I don't know what the heck they're going to do. But, I could never be in the same house. I mean, he should just leave. He should just leave. All these excuses he was giving her, he's just kind of like a boy. He's not... But Tom went over at Raquel's house after. And of course, it's so weird because the cameras are there when he comes in. And he didn't really want to kiss her on camera. And he's like, they were toasting. It was like so weird. Like it's a match made in hell. And she's like, how do your parents feel about me? And he's like, they love you, or I don't know. I think she thought he said, I love you. So she goes, I love you too. And he said, no, they love you. So I don't even think he loves her, but she's got to think long and hard about her choices, I don't think any of them are evil or anything. I just think, when you start going with your best friend's boyfriend, it's and then Schwartz being like, a partner in all this. It's just disgusting. I can't, I don't even care that they cheated. I care that they were sneaky and lied about it. I just love James. He's going to be the new #1 man. But, of course, Kristen came back because Kristen used to go out with Tom. And he cheated on her, too. Of course, Kristen cheated with Jax. They're all, what is wrong with these people? That's all they do is sleep with everybody. But I was watching it. Of course, I watched the old episodes. And Jax and Britney were in Mexico. And they were like in a high rise. And Jax is hovering over the high. I'm like, are you crazy? And Britney, this is what I would do. Like standing against the wall. Because she's so afraid of heights. And then she was saying why she was afraid of heights. Because she had a nightmare that she was at a mall. And she saw Santa Claus. And he pushed her over the ledge. Can you imagine having a dream like that? Since that time, since she was dangling over the edge, I've been afraid of heights. I wonder where mine came from. But I just think of that movie High Anxiety with Mel Brooks. Remember him? He was so funny. He was so funny. But his was because he fell off the high chair. But do you remember Cloris Leachman in that movie with the pointy? And they were making noise, and he knocks on the door, and she's like, "Weird noises. It was the TV. I'm sorry it disturbed you. I've turned it down. Is there anything else? It is rather late." So she shuts the door, and she takes off her robe, and she's got this cop outfit on. She opens the closet door, and Harvey Korman is all like tied up and bound and handcuffed. And he's like, "What's going on?" She goes, "It's Thorndike. You're making too much noise." And he goes, "I can't help it. You're hurting me. You're going too hard." And she goes, "Get off it. You live for bondage, bondage." And he goes, too much bondage, not enough discipline. And then she starts beating him in the butt. Oh, that movie was just laugh out funny. I'm sorry, I went off on a tangent there. But I love that stuff, you know. I grew up in the Mel Brooks era, so. All right, so what else is going on? What else is going on besides Vanderpump? Nothing. I love it. I can't get away from it. So another thing, like an old episode that I was watching, was when Stassi took Frank, you know, the guy that tried to sell her sex tape, to her parents' house. The parents goes, "Oh, are you a Democrat?" Like it was the worst thing in the world to be a Democrat. He goes, "No." What they should have asked was, "Are you going to sell the sex tape?" And by the way, Stassi's parents have had 6 divorces between them. So I don't know how good they are with that. But big news, Martha Stewart made the front page of Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue at 81. She's my 81-year-old fantasy. She is kind of hot, huh? 81 years old. I mean, it doesn't scare me so much to get old. Did you guys see the Britney Spears special? The TMZ thing? Oh, boy. They didn't specify what mental illness she suffers from, but I'm pretty sure she's bipolar. I guess she sleeps she has slept with a knife underneath her pillow because she was afraid they were going to come get her in the middle of the night and strap her to a gurney. I mean, according to her, she spoke in an English accent to her psychiatrist when she was ordering meds, and they kind of came and got her. But, you know, I got to tell you, her sons, like, videotaped her. I mean, can you imagine if anybody videotaped me in my bad hour? I'd be thrown off in a straitjacket, too. I didn't see anything weird, what she was saying to them. And, like, listen, every mother's got something. Nobody's perfect. My mother, she put her white pancake makeup on in the middle of the night, come in my room, and that's why I called her Mommy Dearest. But she was playing a joke on me. But still, if I put that on tape, okay, what are we going to do there? But she doesn't believe in God anymore. Not my mother, Britney Spears. She doesn't believe in God. I guess, you know, everything that happened to her. But it's really hard to go out with somebody who's, and I'm not saying I know for a fact she has bipolar, but kind of like she sleeps for days. That kind of reminds me of someone who's bipolar. And I feel bad for her. It's bad for anybody to be in a relationship with someone who's bipolar. I've done it, and the person was not on her meds, and I kind of like diagnosed her. I'm like, she's bipolar. You can kind of tell, like violent outbursts. I also work for someone who is bipolar. It seems like they're all around me. But yeah, it's kind of like you never know what's coming. It's like walking on eggshells with these people. But I kind of felt bad for her. Like she'd post something and her fans would like call the cops, like, "Can you do a welfare check?" And they did. But she was okay. So maybe it's just from being controlled that she's crazy, but I don't know. She lives in fear of being institutionalized. I would too. She was really basically held up and not being in control of her own money or where she performed or anything. She hates her parents. Hates. They weren't at her wedding. I guess Madonna went to her wedding, which is kind of cool. I don't know. You kind of feel for her. She was really on top of the world, and then to have her, you don't know if the paparazzi made her crazy or like chasing her around. It's like hard. That's why I admire Taylor Swift so much. Look at what she's gone through, like surviving all these breakups, people talking about her. She writes songs about it. Kanye West. She survived all of it. She's a strong person. It's really hard to go out there and tour every night. And I don't know how she made it last night, because Foxborough does not have a roof, I don't think. But I just think, I don't know. I don't know. But she kept talking in a British accent. I don't know what that's all about. But I don't think that makes you crazy, I don't know. She was in a restaurant, she started mumbling. Remember that video where she was mumbling? I'm thinking that people if someone was like, and I don't like my picture, like I don't believe I'm on film right now. I don't like people, like I would go crazy if someone kept filming me. I don't really know how a normal person can not be driven crazy by someone taking your picture all the time. And she was really, like, people were stalking her, And then after Justin left her, she was gone. But it's hard to be always on, and I think that kind of drew her to the end. Miller Lite is facing a boycott from the conservatives now. I mean, I think that all the beer companies should just do something crazy so the conservatives stop drinking. They're just a little whiny. This is because they were celebrating women's historic role in beer brewing. They got a problem with that. Come on now. What's wrong with us? They're going to find like something wrong with all of us. Just, why are you so mad all the time? Just drink and lay down in the sun or something. Try to be happy, will you? This big boycott, like I'll tell you though, the Bud Light thing is working. It's really, I think what's the difference with Miller Lite's, like, who cares? That's what they were saying. We're not going to fire anybody. We're not going to be sorry about women's history, and it's working in their favor. Bud Light, I don't know how they handled it, but they were wrong in how they dealt with it. Did you see Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, with Jane Fonda, Candice Bergen, and Mary Steenburgen? They were asking Jane Fonda if she ever got turned on during a sex scene, and she's like, yeah, Chris Christopherson. Yeah, he is kind of hot. I used to like him when The Star is Born. And they were saying something like, did you ever get propositioned? And she said, yeah, by a French director because she was having an orgasm in the movie. And the director said he wanted to know what her orgasms were like. Okay. Mary Steenburgen said she was turned on by Johnny Depp. No. Yeah, no. That's not my type at all. Something I went through at work this week. A guy wanted me to, like, go with him in the tanning bed. I was like, and he had a girlfriend. I'm like, what are you doing? Not normal. Another guy yesterday when I was working wanted me as his side piece. He was actually cute. He was like bald cute, and it was like, I like a guy who's like always laughing and happy. I told his wife, I said, if you weren't married, maybe I might consider it. He was a cutie. I think like personality wise, I like a guy with a nice personality who's like happy, because you don't see a lot of there's a fly in here. You don't see a lot of happy people around. And certainly I don't, because they're all like treating me like I'm an insect when I approach them. In Connecticut, where I was working, I asked people, what are you doing for your home projects? And she's like, oh, I'm on vacation. I said, you're on vacation? What do you mean? Who the heck goes to vacation? Who vacations in Connecticut? And she started laughing because I was saying that. Why are you vacationing in Connecticut? It makes no sense. I don't get it. I'm like, where are you from? She's like, the West Indies. I go, well, that's somewhere you could go vacation. You should go back there and be happy. Why would you come to Connecticut? I really don't what's in Connecticut? You're going to go visit the insurance salesman? I don't understand. What else is going on? There's a bipartisan bill with Democrats, and they're getting along. Are you kidding me? And Republicans, because that we're about to default. They can't get along. My mom might not get paid with her Social Security. The military might not get paid. You guys better figure it out. But they're going to block members of Congress from getting paid if the U.S. I like that idea. I don't want us to default, but I like that. Punish yourselves because you can't get along. You're in the same room. We're paying you to get along. Let's go. Why the heck are we defaulting? We already spent the money during the Trump era. Come on, guys. Stop it. I get so mad. Trump was the $7 trillion man because the debt went up $7 trillion. I know we had COVID. He did the right thing with some things, with the loans, keeping people afloat, the businesses afloat, but the tax breaks for the wealthy, I can't get behind too much. I can't do it. I'm sorry. What else is going on? I think that I don't like Kevin McCarthy. No spine. You know, Marjorie Taylor Greene, get rid of her. Get rid of, what's his face, George Santos. Come on now. Come on, you guys. I just don't understand people. But I just love this. I can't wait for my Tom is a worm with a mustache shirt to come in. It's coming and it's in Texas right now. It's moving up. So I'm excited about that. I'm sorry I talk so much about Vanderpump Rules. It might be over in a few weeks or it might not. I might go backwards and just keep talking about it for the rest of my life. So you guys are going to have to put up with me. That's it. That's all I got for now. So I'm going to take this money and I'm going to purchase Taylor Swift tickets. It's probably about 15 grand, but hope you guys like the show. You can email me, TRIXXI'Podcast@gmail.com. I love your comments. Keep them coming. Thanks so much for watching the show.